Hi guys, today's video is going to be about reading, but for those of you who also enjoy my music related videos, you may probably have guessed that I am very excited about the Holographic Principle and that I had it on pre-order and it should have arrived today. It's not coming today. I got an email from Epica saying that there was a mistake with the manufacturing of the t-shirts, and because I have ordered a t-shirt and CD, they're not going to send me the CD until the t-shirt is fixed. I'm only allowed apparently one parcel, so I don't know when my CD's coming, I don't know when my t-shirt's coming, I don't know what's going on, and I'm really heartbroken, really. I'm absolutely devastated. I really want to get my review out there for you. I know that you guys are wanting to know my opinions. I already have a few obviously from the singles, but I've been saving them for the review. It's coming as soon as I get the CD. You know that my next video will be the review. I won't make you wait any longer than I have to wait. So I'm really sorry about that. There's nothing I can do. It'll arrive when it arrives. Hopefully it will arrive before my birthday, because it's supposed to be my birthday present from my boyfriend. It's supposed to be the CD and the t-shirt, and I know he's got me a couple more extra things as well. But yeah, anyways, today I am finally, after like maybe a month or so of fighting against myself, I'm doing it. I am having a purge. I'm having a book unhaul. I need to get rid. It was getting to the point where I literally couldn't fit any more books on my shelves. I was like shoving books on top in the gaps, and like I couldn't even get any more in that way. It was just a mess. I had like a little pile of books next to my shelves. So you also know there's a book haul coming eventually, but I'm gonna wait till my birthday to do that. Spoiler alert, I kind of know I'm getting some books for my birthday. So yeah, I needed to make the room. It needed to happen. There's basically books that I've been keeping to fuel my rage, and if I do a tag and I need some bad opinions, they're there kind of thing, and I don't need to hang on to them. I will remember that I don't enjoy these books. There is a couple that it's not that I didn't enjoy them, but I'll explain as I go along anyways. We'll go through this together. Let's get straight into it, because there's like 26, something like that, books. Quite a lot. I've really tried hard to purge and get things down. So anyways, the first two are the only manga books that I am getting rid of, and the only reason I'm getting rid of them is I have two out of many. I believe this is quite a big series, and I read these two ages ago when I was like 16, and I barely remember them, and I'm never gonna finish this series. It's not gonna happen. So sadly I'm just going to get rid of them, and I'm sure someone else will happily take them into their collection, and that is Mason Ikoku, I want to say it's pronounced, and this is by Rumiko Takahashi. I've got volumes 1 and 2, that is literally it. I've only got 2 out of like 20 or something, and I barely remember them. I read them a very long time ago. It's just time to move on and realise I'm never going to finish this series. So no offence guys, but it's time to go. That's it. That's all the manga I'm getting rid of. Yeah, that's it. I've purged 2 books. Next, everything is novels now, standard English Americanised novels. Right, the first one I'm going to do is a series. It's a series that a lot of people have said has got worse and worse the further you get into the series. I agree. It's a 6-book series. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen plenty of other people say bad things and even purge this particular series, and that is the Immortals collection by Alison Noel. I think it's the Immortals. Yes, it's called the Immortals. So we've got Evermore, we've got Blue Moon, Shadowland, Dark Flame, Night Star, and Everlasting. And these books, like I say, they started pretty, at least I thought at the time, pretty decently. I enjoyed the first like 2, and then it just kind of got more and more ridiculous and more stupid and more Twilight-esque as it got along, and I was just kind of sick of it. And I think especially by the time the last book was out, I feel like I'd outgrown it already. It just wasn't a brilliant series, so I'm just going to get rid of it because I'm never going to reread it. I'm never going to look at it and think I'm really happy that I've got that in my collection. It's going. The next series I have, another series, is one that I absolutely adored the first book. I loved it. I spoke about the main character in some videos saying she was really great, and then things just went way downhill from there. So that is the Mercy series by Rebecca Lim. The first book, Mercy, I loved it. Mercy was great. She was an amazing character. It had a darker element to it with the kidnapping of the girls, and I just wanted more. I was desperate for more when I read this first book. Then I read Exile, and I was like, oh, that was a bit and I think I gave it like 3 stars. I was like, maybe it's just, you know, second book syndrome or something. Then I read Muse, and I was starting to get annoyed. This series was slowly turning into the dreaded, the painful Fallen series, and by Fury, it was literally a book that could have been in the Fallen series. I was like, what the hell is this? What am I reading? I was so angry. It literally was the same. Mercy's like mysteries and secrets were basically Luce's. Is it Luce? Is she called Luce in that series? Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna actually look. Yeah, she's called Luce. It was the same, exact same. So if you haven't read the Mercy series and you've read the Fallen series, I'm sorry that I've just spoiled the ending, but you've already read the series, don't bother. And so you can probably guess what the next series is that I'm purging. Yeah, get lost, get out of my life. Why have I kept the Fallen series? Because it fuels my fire, it makes me so angry. I'm angry already just looking at these stupid books and thinking, why? Why did I read you? Why did I believe my friend when she said this was great? I'm so angry, so yeah, I'm getting rid of it. Goodbye, Fallen. This is the best. No, I don't know if, I can't remember. I feel like this was probably the best book in the series, and that's not saying a lot. The best, yeah, whatever. Fallen. Oh, they're in the wrong order. Torment. This is the worst book I've ever read in my entire life. I literally will say to people it is named Torment because that is what it's like to read it. It's awful. I will never recommend this series. Passion, which I have like some sort of special edition. Why do I have a special edition of bloody Passion by Lauren Kate? And Rapture. Also, Vicky, why do you put yourself through this? I hate myself, obviously. Basically, oh, I'm dropping books everywhere. Basically, I am one of those people that if I start a series, I'm gonna finish it. Even if I don't think it's that great, I will force myself to get through to the end. So it's quite hard for me to get rid of those first 2 manga books. But yeah, I need it out of my life. Get off my bookshelf. I actually left the piles of books that I was getting rid of on the floor of our spare room, and my boyfriend was like, I thought you had Twilight books. It was the Fallen series. I was like, it's basically the same thing. They're basically as crap as each other, don't worry. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Twilight either. The next series I'm getting rid of is one where the first book was, you know, alright and interesting, but I was like, where are you going to go with this series? And then it was a trilogy, and the last 2 books were basically the same book but in different places, in different settings. And that, I don't even know what this series is called, but it's by Eda Maguire, and the first book is Dark Angel, the second book is Twisted Heart, and the third book is Broken Dream. And like I say, this first book, I was quite young when I read this, so I don't really know if it was that like much quality really, but I enjoyed it at the time, and so I got the other 2, and the same things happened in this story apart from, I think, what is it, they're like at some sort of celebrity's house in this one, then they're at a camp in this one, And then they're on a movie set in this one, and it's the same story 3 times, apart from one's in like a rock star's house, one's in a camp, and one's in a movie set. Exact same thing 3 times. What a pile of garbage. So yeah, I'm getting rid of that. The next series I'm getting rid of, yes, I'm getting rid of a lot of series, but it's like this is the last series I'm getting rid of actually. Then there's a few Lone Rangers, is one, again, I really liked the first book, and then it just pissed me off more and more, and I got more and more angry the more I read it, and I was like, what the hell am I reading? And that is the Halo trilogy by Alexandra Adornetto. So Halo, Hades and Heaven. And I just remember reading it and thinking, this romantic plotline is ridiculous, and that it just became so heavy on this pathetic romance, and that the villain was just kind of like, I'm back every book. It was just crap, really. Like, I just really didn't like it. I really liked the first book, but you know, I think it's because the story was new and at that point, and then it's kind of like the last series I just spoke about. All 3 books were basically the same kind of crap again and again and again, and so I didn't need that in my life. So the next one I will talk about is one that is the first in a series, and this is a bit of an experiment for me, like the manga. I'm going to get rid of it and hopefully forget all about it and not be upset, and try and not quit, but stop reading series when I know I'm already unhappy. It needs to happen, because I'm spending my money on books I don't like. I'm wasting my time reading books I don't like because I'm like, I've got to see it to the end. So I'm getting rid of Carry of the Mark by Lee Fallon. This was really hyped way back when, like a long time ago. I'm an old lady. And it was just nothing. It was just so blah. I don't remember really anything about it. I think it's set in Ireland. Yes, it's set in Ireland. That's all I remember about it. And I didn't even know if I remembered that correctly. It was just so nothing. And also, the author of this book has not even released the 3rd one. Like, this is supposed to be a trilogy. The second one's been out ages. This has been out ages. Like I said, this is from like way back when. It's from 2011. It's not that long ago, but in the terms of what I'm saying, it is. And the 3rd book is still nowhere near coming out. There's a lot of rumours that it's never going to come out. She's just going to leave it as the 2 books and you're just going to be left hanging forever. So I thought it was a good one to test myself on, to just get rid of and see where I go, and maybe I'll get rid of a couple of the ones that I'm a bit iffy on as to whether to keep them or not, because I haven't finished the series. So it's a big test. Next one I'm going to do is one that I really, really like, and I'm kind of getting rid of a precious memory, but I lost, I don't know if they're still at my parents' house or something, but I don't have them. I don't know where they are. All the rest of the books of this collection that I had. It was like a series, but not entirely a series. Like, it's a lot of companion novels. It's all based around the same character, but it's like guides to each thing. And that is the Teenage Warrior series companions by Ross Asquith. This is the pocket collection, which is 4 mini books in one. So there's romance, families, mind and body, and success. There's the guide to love, the guide to life, the worry files, the panic diary, I was a teenage warrior. I had all those books, but do I know where they are? No. Am I going to read this one again? Probably not. And it's a mass market paperback. I mean, all the ones that I had were, but it's the only one I've got now, and it doesn't fit in with the rest of my shelf. Look how disgustingly battered it is. So I apologise to whoever's going to end up with this, because I am donating all these. But there's no point in me keeping it. I've lost the rest of the series. I'm not going to repurchase them. I loved them when I read them, when I was going through school. That was great. But I don't need them anymore. the next one I'm going to go for is I'm just on standalones now, I think. And that is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Cohn and David Leviathan. I just didn't really like this. I was very annoyed by the plot by the end of it. I thought I was like slowly getting into it a little bit, first few chapters, and then it just angered me. The stupid mum group thing, that really annoyed me. I didn't find Dash or Lily really that likeable or relatable. I just couldn't get on with it. Probably because it's a Christmas book and I hate Christmas. I hate Christmas movies, Christmas TV specials, Christmas songs. Oh, Christmas songs make me so angry. So I think that this just kind of gets chucked into the Christmas crap. So I'm getting rid. The next one is a book that I was really intrigued by, really excited by, and then it just turned out to be nothing. And that is Poison Heart by S.B. Hayes. I thought this was going to be like quite a creepy, interesting thriller type, and it was just really boring and dull, and I can't even really remember what happened now. Like I just remember being annoyed reading it and being like, I was so excited for this, and there's just nothing. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's a standalone. If there is a sequel, I've obviously not been interested enough to find it, so goodbye. The next one is an anthology of short stories, but I really liked half of them and I really disliked half of them, so I think I gave it a 3-star rating just because I was so 50-50 on it all. But I'm never going to reread it. I'm not really that much of a short story person anyway. It was really cheap. I got it for like £1 in a discount shop. So yeah, I'm getting rid of Brave New Love. This is by many artists. Yeah, it's by many artists. No, it's by many authors. There's Elizabeth Bear, Steve Berman, Seth Caden, Kira Cass, Amanda Downham, Jeanne Duprow, sorry if I'm butchering that, Nina Kikiri Hoffman, Jessie Harp, Diana Peterfront, Carrie Ryan, Nissi Shaw, John Shirley, William Sleater, Maria V. Snyder and Carrie Vaughan. And I don't even remember which of the stories I liked and which ones of the stories I disliked. It was just very so I'm just going to get rid of it. And it kind of doesn't really have a place on my shelf because my shelves are alphabetical, so it's kind of like in the various category. So I'm just getting rid. And the last one I'm getting rid of, it's probably the most controversial one. It's definitely the most well-loved one, I think, out of the books I'm getting rid of, unless you're a Fallen fan, which I've probably offended you so much that you're not here at the end anyway. And that is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. Morgan Matson seems to be like contemporary queen right now, but I'm not that big on contemporary anyway. And the one contemporary author that I've kind of slowly been making my way into is Rainbow Rowell, and I guess she's also pretty much up there as well. But I just didn't really care for this story too much. It was very blah to me. It was very mid-card. I kind of just read it and was like, oh, it was alright. So it's going. I don't care. If there's sequels to any of those ones that I thought were like standalones or whatever, I've obviously definitely not cared enough to realise. So I'm getting rid of all those books. They're going. I will have room on my shelves. I will have a haul eventually. I will have my Epica review. God knows when. Please come soon. I need that album in my life. I've been waiting so long. I've been waiting since I met them and they told me they were going to record an album. So yeah, things are a bit all over the place right now. Hopefully the next time I see you will be a positive video with a beautiful CD in my hands. If not, it's probably going to be a book haul. But thanks guys for watching anyways, and if you've made it to the end, you're a brave soul. Thank you and see you later. Bye!